increasing aircraft performance in the 1930s put air crews in places the human body was never meant to be. A good example of that is the B-17, which first flew in 1935. So engineers at Wright Field worked on ways to try to make air crews comfortable at the high altitudes these new aircraft could fly at. One problem with high altitude was cold. At about 30,000 feet, the temperature got as low as about 50 degrees below zero or even colder depending on ambient conditions. So engineers at Wright Field developed clothing to cope with this cold. Now the first generation of clothing was sheep shearling, the sort of famed brown suits that the bomber crews wore in World War II. But they also had electrically heated suits like this Blue Bunny electrically heated suit. Now the Blue Bunnies were first generation, they had a single circuit and they had a lot of problems, but nevertheless they did provide some heat for the air crews. Now in the B-17 it did have heating in the front part of the aircraft, but the heating was either inadequate or non-existent for about half of the 10-man crew. Now later in the war, they developed suits that were made out of boat cloth and alpaca-lined fur, and the electrical systems for the heated suits were much better and far more reliable. Now there is an element of materials technology development in this Blue Bunny electrically heated suit. The Blue Bunny suits had a tendency to short out because they were single circuit and had metal fatigue in the wires. So engineers at Wright Field developed alloys that would be able to resist the breakage of the constant bending of these wires, and this materials technology that they developed was incorporated on later electrically heated suits.